Hola, mis amigos. Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me once again. I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation, and we're here for more music reaction. Those of you who have been following me from Brazil, obrigado. Thank you for coming back. Sorry it's been a while. I've been doing some Dr. Sin here recently, but now I'm going to shift back to Angra and sort of, it's long overdue. I need to finish the Angels Cry album so I can get on to the next one. And if I remember correctly, I left off with Never Understand. So now I'm going to review or react to, or both, Wuthering Heights. All I know is this originally was a Kate Bush song. I think she wrote it and recorded it in 1978. I don't know much more than that. So, true first reaction. Those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. You will always get a raw, honest, and unedited, well, mostly unedited, experience. And it's just me, folks. It's just me listening to the music. So, like I always said, that's why you're here, to see me react to the music that you enjoy. And if you want to actually watch the music, you'll have to find another way to do that. I hope you all are well. I hope you guys remember each and every day to thank the Lord for every breath that you breathe and every beat of your heart. We would not be here unless it was for his loving kindness. And all the bad things aside, because that's a whole nother side of this, we're not going to get into that. The most important thing that you can do is be grateful, at least, that you're here. All that other stuff can be worked out. Okay, that being said, I think I'm ready. So let's begin. Looks like it's going to be a little over 4.5 minutes. I will have to pause periodically for compliance issues or regulations, whatever. And then some commenting. And I'll stop where I feel it's appropriate, and I'll try to stop where, anticipate where it's a good place to stop. So let's get rolling. Wuthering Heights. Right there. Okay, so wow, this isn't Kate Bush singing it. You guys know that. I don't. Andre Matos. Amazing vocal range. Just the ease of being able to do all of those dynamics with his voice, the sliding and all that stuff. It's pretty cool, and the music is pretty pedestrian in the fact that it's serving merely as a backdrop for the lyrics and what he's singing, and that's by design. We all know what virtuosos reside within the band Angra. So, and that's also another sign of true artistry, true musicianship, excuse me, is knowing when to kind of take a step back and become that supporting sound, or when to step forward and become the featured instrument at that time. So really good control that way. Good control all over. So this is a good start. That messed up. That was the voice. That's the range, the tone, the area of where he sings that I think he has the most power, and that's the part of his voice that I like the most. When he gets into those really upper ranges, and I'm not a vocal coach, but I've listened to enough reactions that I understand the difference between head voice and chest voice. When he starts getting up there in the head voice, it becomes nasally. But right where he was, and I don't know if that was a mix of head and chest, but when Master, with that power, that beautiful, I love that part of his voice. Building that tension, getting up musically. It's going to be a good solo. I can feel it. If there is one. Okay, all right. So here's the honest part of it. I was a little bit disappointed They did such a great job of building up that tension. Typically, when in song construction, when you are building your songs and let's say you start out on the tonic, the root. So if you're in the key of C, C is your home base for those of you who play baseball. And as the music is being constructed, you're slowly moving towards the dominant of the scale, which would be in your fifth position. Okay, so here it would be the key of G, and you're building up, and then you're resolving. So let's see. Let's do this. Oh, where'd my pick go? It doesn't matter. Okay, so C, right? And we're gonna build up. Okay, so to G. So C. Whoops. See that? How it slowly starts to kind of build up, and then you can resolve it back to C. So okay, so that's the basic of it. And typically, when you're building all of that theatrics and all of that sonic boom, that's what you expect, is it's just this explosion. And I was waiting for it, and I thought it would have taken the form of just this gigantic ethereal guitar solo. And the cool thing is, it wasn't where I thought it would be, because if you were to follow songwriting rules, right in the middle of there, as you're building it up, that's when you're going to unleash this thing. But sometimes that's kind of a teaser, right? Musicians will build up, and it's like, where is it? Okay, it's not here, but here it was going to be towards the end of the song. And for all intents and purposes, it was. However, please forgive me, my friends. It wasn't as explosive as I've come to expect from Angra. It was more reserved. It did have some of that, but for my taste, I wanted it to be right through the roof, just boom. And it wasn't. So it was a little bit of a letdown there. However, that being said, obviously, this showcased Andre's vocal performance. This was earlier in his career, if I remember correctly. And he was doing a lot of things vocally to navigate all those words. And I think for me, obviously there's no doubting his skill. All right? Rest in peace. There is no doubting his skill. But I think sometimes with younger musicians, that when they're earlier in their career, they want to do it all at once. And they try to put it all out there at once, which in a sense is good and bad. You want to put it all out there because that's what you have, that's the gift you've been given, and you present it. But at the same time, there has to be, when it comes to composing, there has to be some sort of resistance to that urge. And you have to look at the song as a whole and say, well, what's important, what's not important. These are just my thoughts, folks. You don't have to agree with them. It's fine. But again, it is one more song of Angra, which actually Kate Bush song. It's a cover, but it really does add to their legacy. So, that being said, I'm going to have to move through this one. I'm going to try and get another one out. So, hopefully you'll see another one from this album. Thank you so much. Be well, stay well. Joshua 1:9, read it, live it. Thanks, guys.